my name is Z, and today I have an unboxing for you from DiamondArtClub. Usually I try to space these out a little bit so it's not just DiamondArtClub back to back. However, my kits from the anniversary sale showed up and I am way too excited to hold off on opening these. So that's what we're going to do today. I will probably do a full unboxing of Underworldly Romance first because it is the smallest of the three, and then do a quicker peek at these two, look at the diamonds and the canvas and such and such. So anyways, let's jump right on into this. Alright, so first up is Underworldly Romance by Bug. You can see it's 55.6 by 66 centimeters. We have the rendering up here, a full view of that rendering, the pink and the round for our diamond. And then on the side we have all the information about the colors there. Back we have how it works, kit contents, and any warnings. And then on the bottom, underneath all the dirt, we have that same information, the thumbnail of the image, the name of the kit, and the artist. Okay. So in here we have our toolkit, which bag of baggies. You can use these to get up into store extras, specials, whatever you wish. There's usually not enough to get up fully, but it's a good starting point. And then we have their new, I say new, but it's been like a few months at this point. We have their twist and pick pen. So they have their clear putty in here. You twist this, it comes out the end eventually. Usually it just takes a second. And then it's really easy to twist it and then scrape off and keep going. There's place at the end for your multi-placer, which can be found inside your tray. So this has a nice lid and a stopper. But yeah, and in here you have your regular pink heart wax, more of that wax that's in the pen, and then your multi-placer. So that's the toolkit. I chuck these. I have so many tools. And then in here, we have our thank you for your purchase pamphlet. This has a whole bunch of information on it, all the Diamond Art Club socials, tips and tricks, how to use that pen, their Facebook group, great place for seeing kits being worked on or completed, step-by-step instructions, a link to their app and a discount for your first purchase, and then kit contents. So in there we also had a treasure quest card. Diamond Art Club started coming out with these a while ago. They're just a fun collector bit. There's 4 different tiers: bronze, silver, gold, and black. You collect enough of each tier, you can redeem them for rewards. I'm aiming for a custom, and I'm just looking for a few more golds and blacks. This one is a bronze, so very pretty. And then we also have our sticker sheet. So it has the Diamond Art Club logos on the front, the name of the kit, and the artist. That start and end date, a full look at that artwork, and then all of our information. So it has 44 colors, round, and then the size. And then inside here, all of our colors, very dark. Lots of blacks and grays, with some of those bright reds. It looks like we have 1 iridescent and 2 fairy dust. I will talk about those once we get into the diamonds. So we're starting at the top this time. Oh, this is going to be a lot of color blocking. I will explain that once I get to it. But yeah, oh, look at those reds. Those are going to pop. Katie, Diamond and Washies, has already finished this, and it looked so good. Oh, I'm so excited to work on it. Maybe for September, October. You don't have to roll your kits backward. I'm just doing this so it finds out a little quicker, but it will do this on its own, just with some time. Okay, so let's zoom up just a touch for a second, and then you can see that full artwork here. Oh, this is going to be minus the glare. There we go. Oh, this is going to be gorgeous. I am surprised to see those look like blues. That's surprising. Yeah, 803, 334, those are blue highlighting. That's interesting. Okay, anyways, very, very briefly, let me oops, sorry. Let me talk about the canvas. So we have DiamondArtClub right up at the top. We have a legend on the top left and bottom right. And we can see this kit has the perforated cover. So all of these are dotted lines. You just tear along them and you have your pre-made sections. It's a nice cover. It's sturdy. It's thick. I quite enjoy it. Anyways, let me open this back up because I realized it got really dark. And we'll zoom right on in. So that color blocking, I'm going to move you quickly, so just pause for a second. That color blocking I was talking about, you see all of these triangles in the background here? That is color blocking. That is a section of the same symbol over a larger area, so we're using the same color for a longer amount of time compared to something like in here where you have a whole bunch of colors in a small section, which would be confetti. So there is that. Yeah, definitely this background has a lot of color blocking, but then her hair and like the details in the crown and their faces has more confetti. Oh, this is gonna be so pretty. Okay. We'll leave it like this. This is fine. Let's take a look at the diamonds. So there's our colors, lots of darker ones. We have that sticker on the front with the skew, so it matches skew in the name of the kit, which matches our canvas as well as the sticker sheet. So if you store things separately, you can match it back up easily. Okay. Zoom right on in. I typically do not read out the DMCs. I trip over numbers. But I will pause and explain any specials once we get to them. But yeah, lots of dark colors. I'm assuming that's the background, their clothing, their hair. Oh, it's all reds we're looking. Oh, that's gonna be pretty. Ooh, surprising lack of 310, just 2 bags. I mean, I guess that is a lot. It depends on the person. I quite enjoy 310. Okay. Here is our first special, Z666. So Z stands for fairy dust. It is this light glittery coating that is placed on the top of the diamonds. It has a really gentle shimmery effect. Most of the colors end up looking silvery, which is super pretty. So this is our first one, a bright cherry red. I really love fairy dusts. Oh, and then a brown at the end. We have another one, Z606, a slightly brighter red, still with that fairy dust coating. Some other colors, small handful colors. Still so pretty. Lots of grays and reds, and I'm excited. This is gonna look so good. Okay, and then at the very end, we have L158, or 158, see? 150. These are a light, like, pink. They look like a dark pink crystal. So Diamondart calls these iridescents, but they are crystals, so like mirror backing, clear, shiny diamonds. Kind of see-through stained glass effect is kind of what I think of. Alright, let's take a look and see where those go. Okay, so for that iridescent, we are looking for S, the arrow for that bright fairy dust, and then the antenna for the darker ones. So let's zoom in just a touch here, and this is going to be super easy. We have the bright red on the outside of his crown with the dark fairy dust on the inside here. We have that darker fairy dust outlining here, more of that darker one on this side. There's some down in a line here, followed by his ears, actually outlined by that darker red fairy dust. More of those two over here. I don't know if I want to call it a crown. Yeah, her hers is like a flower crown. She has that dark red in here, that brighter red fairy dust there. Do we see that S? Not yet. Let's move down just for a second. We have more of those, the darker red fairy dust. I say darker, but it's that bright cherry red. And then we have more of the cherry red here. And more of it here on that long, oops, sorry, I wasn't even frame. Along her shirt here, and then highlighting between them. And then, oh, okay, the S is actually sprinkled in the background. It's just kind of like those little light notes. And it's all sprinkled in here and up in here. They each have one on their face there. There's more of it down in here as well. That's that pinkish, dark pink iridescent. It is also all along here, this arch up above. And I think I saw some more, yeah, just a couple over here. Okay, so that's an idea of where the fairy dusts and that iridescent is. I'm sure I missed one or two, but super pretty kit. I'm excited to work on this one. Okay, I'm gonna wrap this one up, grab the next one. Alright, next up is The Lavender Witch in Summer by Lyra the Lavender Witch. I am so excited this artist is with Diamond Art Club now. I love her work, so this is exciting. Alright, garbage. What is our card this time? This one is another bronze. These cards are just so pretty. Okay, this has 61 colors. There we go. Oh, I love this. So many browns and neutrals and purples. We have 3 ABs, 2 fairy dusts in here too. Okay. Oh, starting at the bottom. Okay. Is it in frame? It is. Ooh, this one's gonna be more confetti heavy, I think. Oh, look at the detail there. Oh, I love these purples. Oh, there's so much confetti. This is gonna be so much fun. Oh, okay. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay, there is the entire kit in frame. Oh, I love this. Okay, clearly this entire bottom half is just confetti, lots of details, but it'll be so nice to see. And then this sky has good chunks of color blocking, so it might be fun to really do this one in rose or like this way. To get a mix of that color blocking and confetti, but who knows how I'll actually work on this one. Oh, that's so pretty. Did I ever say the size on this is 55.6 by 78.7? Oh, it's so pretty. Okay, I'm going to take a peek at those diamonds now. Oh, just so many purples. Once again, I won't read these out, but I will posit the specials. Look at all these purples. Oh, so many purples. Oh, this is gonna be so much fun to work on. I'm just gonna save this one for like my first kit, or like my official drills and chills kit, but maybe I'll work on it sooner. Here's our first special, AB 3053. AB stands for Aurora Borealis. It is that iridescent coating you see placed on the top of the diamonds, and they shine like the northern lights, so see lots of purples, blues, greens, and the lights. This one is a nice like olivey, like pale olivey green. That's pretty. Part of me thinks that this is like 106 in their old system. I could be horribly wrong though. That's just me like saying random numbers, thinking I know when I really don't. I am surprised there's 310 in here, but I can see it doing some shadows in the trees, so I guess that makes sense. Okay. Here's our first fairy dust. First fairy dust? Yeah. See, 778, nice pink. So pretty. Oh, and then right there, we have our second one, 977, a light brown, kind of like a pale, a little pale coppery, but a light coppery look. So pretty. I was gonna say, I think we're looking for one more AB, but it's right there. So this is AB 436, a nice brown with that same coating. It really shines on these darker colors. So pretty. Oh, never mind. I think we still have one more special. I think I counted wrong. I don't know. Icy sparklies. Yeah, lots of lower quality counts, but they offer some really nice shading once you get into the kit. Yeah. And then right at the end here, we have AB 554, a nice lavender. Fits this kit beautifully. Okay, so let's go back to our normal zoom, and we will start at the top, work our way down, and find those specials. So we are looking for the 2 dots and the plus sign for our ABs, and then the dash and the lines for our fairy dusts. I will remember those. Anyways, so right in the center of the clouds here, this darkest kind of brown that you see is a brown fairy dust. We also have, I thought I just saw it, a couple of that dark, or sorry, the purple AB right back in there. I'm gonna move it down. I didn't expect to see a whole lot in the sky there. We have, oh, I thought I saw it. Maybe I didn't. I'm gonna keep going. I think most of our specials are in the bottom half of this kit. Yes, so this bright purple that you see outlining here, along here, that patch right in there is that purple AB. We also have, oh, I missed it, never mind. These lines here is that like pinky fairy dust there. That is also the second brightest color that you see in her hat there. And so the brown in her dress, we have actually both shades, the brown AB and the brown fairy dust within her dress, so doing some highlighting there. We have more of that pinky AB, or sorry, pink fairy dust over here. Some more of that purple AB here, just kind of sprinkled there. And then the plus sign, so that green AB is actually the second brightest color that you see within this bush on this side. It is also doing some highlighting here. Again, that second brightest color, same thing back there. Yeah, we have more of that pink fairy dust there. We have some of those brown ABs in the bottom here. Yeah, and then more of that green AB down in here. Some of those purple ABs there. And that seems to be about it. Okay, I'm pretty sure I missed something within all this confetti, but that kind of gives you an idea of where the colors, of where those specials lie. I I'm really excited to work on this one. I'm so excited to see more of this artist from DiamondArtClub. Okay, I'm gonna wrap this one up here and grab the next one. And here's the final one, The Three Sisters, also by Lyra the Lavender Witch. I just realized this box is letting go. Good thing I'm opening it. I can get rid of this box then. Alright. Here we go. And we have, this one's a silver. Still know what I'm looking for. Very, very pretty. Oh, I love these cards. Okay. And here we have 89 colors. I forgot about that. It's 53.6 by 78.7. There's that color spread. Lots of browns, but also some greens. We have 2 ABs, 3 fairy dusts. So, let's open her up. Maybe. Come on. Oh. Oh. Oh, that's gorgeous. We're starting at the top. Oh, this is so pretty. This one has more color blocking, at least in the sky. Like I can see chunks of the same color running through here. Oh, I love the colors in this. Totally worth the 89 colors. Oh, these ladies are rendered gorgeously too. Ooh, my corner got a little crunched. That's fine. Okay, hold on. I think in my first unboxing, I completely skipped the bottom of the canvas. I'm just so excited to get into these. I completely skipped this. The bottom of our canvas here, we have a thumbnail of the image, the name of the kit, the SKU, and the name of the artist plus copyright. So Diamond Art Club legally licenses all of their work, and the artist has given permission for the use of it, and they're being fairly compensated. And then in the center, we have socials, discount code, lifetime warranty, so if anything goes wrong with your canvas and you're the original purchaser, you can get whatever sorted. Okay, now that I am done jumping ahead of myself, I'm so sorry. I realized that at the very, very end on the third canvas. My bad. Oops. Anyways, this is gorgeous. Okay, let's actually zoom out just a touch. That's not just a touch. There we go. You can see my sweater. There is that full artwork. So yeah, tons of color blocking in the sky, and even some within like the greens back here. But yeah, this is gonna be super pretty. I really love how each one has their own distinct color. That's cool. Okay, I truly love this piece. Here's a look at those colors. Let's zoom right on in and open them up. Still not rating these out, but I won't stop at any specials. Lots of blues, not a whole lot of that black, but a wide variety of colors. As to be expected for something with such a high color count. And now have our first, sorry, there is our first special, 3827. It's kind of like, I don't know how you would describe this, peachy tone almost, dark orangey, pale orange. It's a nice fairy dust color. some more colors here, some brighter ones too. Like, these are gonna be pretty. Almost missed it. Another fairy dust is U778, slightly darker than that previous one, but still very pretty. Here's our last fairy dust, 3012. It's kind of like olivey green. I think that coating shows the best on this color. So pretty. Now we're just looking for those ABs. Unless I flew past them. Sometimes I do that by accident. Smaller handful colors that really help with getting that shading down. This is a color I haven't seen as an AB before. 918. It's kind of like this deep brown that kind of has some reddy hues to it. That is pretty. Oh, I'm curious to see where that goes. Yeah, just some small colors. Probably not a whole lot used. But yeah, very nice. And the final strand has that AB5200, or pure white. Such a nice color. Well, I say that. There's certain places I don't like to see, but it's a very nice color. Okay, let's... Ooh, I like it in this one. Okay, we'll start at the top and work our way down. We are looking for the U for the dark AB, that browny red. The dot for our white AB, heart, stop, and arrow for those fairy dusts. So first thing I see is all these little white dots sprinkled in the sky here. That is that white AB, so that'll be nice. That dark, nope, not up there. I don't expect to see anything else. Nope, nothing there. Oh, this pale color outlining along here. There's a good patch of it here along the clouds over here. Well, I don't know if I would quite say they're clouds, but in these color patches along here is that light fairy dust. So that's the first place I see it, just kind of outlining along there. And then I'm gonna move it down. Oh, never mind. There's a couple of those that stop, don't sign or whatever. That is that darker fairy dust, which is here. There's a patch of it there and there. That seems to be about it now. Okay. And then we have that white outlining along her here. Some outlining her hat there, and outlining the top of her hat there is that white AB. We have, oh, that brown, like that brown reddy AB is actually in her hair. That's cool. More of that lightest AB there. That brown AB is in there. It is in the flowers she's holding here too. And outlining some of the patches on her dress. So that's that red AB. The hearts. So that green fairy dust is in the background here. Highlighting down in here. Along the greens right at the bottom here. Another patch of the green there. Some more of the green fairy dust there. And that appears to be about it. That white sprinkling is also, there's a few right in between our two ladies here, but it still continues throughout the bottom as well. Okay, this is stunning. I think I found most of the specials. Oh, there's some more of that deep darker AB right in there in her dress. That'll be pretty. Okay. This anniversary sale was amazing. It was really hard to choose what kits I wanted. There were several more that got wishlisted. But I would love to hear what you guys purchased, so let me know down below, and I will leave this one here. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.